All right, welcome back to the OK VetWorks training on Franchise 101 for our second segment. I can't talk about it today.
That's easy for you to say, Darren.
I know, it's all easy. So today, like we mentioned last time, the first thing we're going to talk about today is, does the franchise model work well for former members of the military or their families? How does that fit into the franchise model?
Well, yes.
Yeah, the answer is yes. I think we always talk about the discounts that the mass majority, 95% of franchisors offer typically some type of veteran discount. And I always tell people, I like to tell you it's because they're appreciative of your service. And they are. But the main reason is because they know veterans are really good franchisees. Right. I mean, there's a business reason for it. And a big part of that, Darren, is they're used to following processes. They're used to following systems. They don't have to reinvent the wheel to be happy, to be successful. A lot of what I call pure entrepreneurs are terrible at franchising because they want to change everything and they want to make it theirs, and they don't like this. They want to do it like this. And
can't always do that.
Oh, sweet Lord. Those people struggle many times in franchising because the whole purpose, the reason you're paying a franchise fee and ongoing royalties is so you don't have to do that stuff, that all the processes, all the stuff, all that's figured out. So you're able to go plug and play and go execute on a model that works to drive a great business for you and your family. So veterans are fabulous candidates. It transfers in a big time way. Most important thing for our brother and sister veterans to remember is this: you got to take the time to get the right franchise, okay? It's not about whether franchising will work. It's the right one for you. And that's only done with good due diligence, those validation calls we've talked about before, doing all those things. That's what's going to help you make a good decision.
So what does a right franchise look like? There's a lot of franchising systems out there. There's a lot of training associated with most franchise systems. You need to look and find the system that fits your personality and what you do. I think that's the most important thing, along with Phil, is they're a fit because you went to basic training. You did the hard work. You've gotten your technical training skills through whatever career field you are in the military. Now you're doing the same thing in a franchise.
Yep.
You're going through boot camp for the franchise. You're going to get a regulation to follow, a process book, an operations book that's going to talk about sales, marketing, facilities, what you need to have for everything you do in a business, all right there for you to open and follow. So if you could follow your operations manual in the military, you're going to be able to follow the franchise model with the correct franchise.
Well, I think too, there's a lot, one of the real, where you see a lot of military members have a great deal of success, and it's across the board. But one area that really stands out to me is where it requires that good leadership, that day-to-day leadership of an organization. Because we all know, the military produces some of the finest leaders in the world. They're used to it. They want to be leading out front. That's something that's important to them. So there's models out there that fit that. There's also models out there that, for those people that are great technicians, and they don't necessarily care about being out front, right? There's models for that. So there's literally a franchise for everybody. You got to make sure, and that's why this assessment we talk about, Darren, is so important. You got to do the assessment, because what that assessment's going to do is it's going to give you a very clear vision of what type of franchise is going to be a good fit for you. Whether it's a plug and play, a hybrid, an executive, there's all these different types, but it's going to give you great information. So you'll be able to really eliminate, which is important because there's thousands of franchises out there. So the quicker you can eliminate bunches of them to focus on what you're most likely to enjoy and be successful, the better off you're going to be.
So where was that assessment again for them to fill out?
Yeah, you can go to our website at Exin, that's EXSIN group, exingroup.com. It's right there on the first page. Just go down at the bottom. It's called the Spot On Profile.
By Zoracle, right?
Yep, by Zoracle. Yep, can't miss it. It's a free assessment. They will email you a copy of your assessment. You'll have it right in your hands. And then we're happy here with us and our staff to hop on the phone, go through the assessment with you. If you have any questions, no fee, no charge, just to help you make a good decision initially on, hey, do I want to continue to explore this? Do I want to continue to look? So yeah, just give us a holler anytime too. You can find us from our website also.
The last thing I want to say here, we're going to give this warning at every episode we talk about. Be careful who you talk to about franchises.
Yeah.
If they're rushing you into a decision, run away as fast as you can. Walk through it, make sure it's a good fit for you, and you'll be truly amazed at how good a business you can build as a veteran.
Yeah, nobody should ever. There's a few warning signs here, and I know we're going to talk in another segment about things to look for with how to find a good franchise broker or consultant, or things to look for, kind of a buyer's beware, actually. But one thing to remember is this: if you ever tell somebody, I want to have an attorney review this franchise disclosure document, and they start pushing you that that's a bad idea.
It's already been done by our attorneys. It's all good.
It's all good. I mean, this is all about, there's no reason for you to,
there's
no reason for you to absorb that cost. No, spend the $500, have them go do it. Okay. This is not a big deal. If somebody pushes back against that, you do not want to do business with them. There's never a good reason for somebody to try to talk you out of doing good due diligence. Never, ever do your due diligence. I mean, we encourage people to do that. We tell our clients, do your due diligence on us. We want you to do your due diligence on us. Take a look, kick the tires. We don't care, right? But you got to go slow. You got to make the right decision for you and your family.
It's like one of those things. You don't want to have brain surgery without a second opinion first.
That's typically, it's a good idea. I did it once, didn't turn out good.
Now we understand.
That answers a lot of questions.
But no, always make sure you have your own attorney look at that.
Correct.
So you're not having the back door side saying it's
Correct.
good when the front door says no, it's not.
Well, and I think what's really important too, Darren, is the FDD, the financial disclosure document, which I constantly refer to, because that is where all of the true disclosures are listed.
Right.
Everything's in there. By law, you cannot be a franchise. It's another thing. If somebody's claiming they're a franchise, but they don't have an FDD, there's a problem. Okay, they're not a franchise. They are not a franchise if there's not an FDD. So understand. Now, that doesn't mean they're not a legitimate business, okay? There's non-franchise business opportunities out there that use license agreements, and those are all very reputable and good, but it's the same rules apply. Have your people take a look at the contracts. Make sure you do your due diligence. You've got to do those things. So take your time, do your due diligence, and you will be fine.
Awesome.
Anything else on this one?
Not on this
I think
one.
we're good.
Okay, looking forward to the next one, guys. We'll get some more information out when that's coming and what the topic will be, but it'll still be within the Franchise 101 model. So we'll see you next time.